Wagwan, everybody. I am Miss Y. You are watching or listening to How I See It TV, and this is a thought clip. And this is just where, whenever I have just something quick to say, I just hop on and do a quick recording for y'all and give a quick rant or vent or whatever you want to call it. And get it out of my system, and then we move on. So I was watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, um and I felt like this episode, it needed a trigger warning all over, like trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. And so because they did not give us that in this episode, I want to make sure that I do that in this thought clip. So please, as a trigger warning, if you've had friends or family members, or you yourself have dealt with addiction or mental illness, then you might not want to listen to this, or you might want to listen to it and then get some self-care after, right? So I did not appreciate how they handled speaking about Keke possibly still being addicted to painkillers. I didn't appreciate it. And as much as I do not see it for Tisha, and I don't see it for Marsaw, and I like Keke, I can say that I absolutely did not agree with her splashing that drink in Tisha's face. I get it. She was annoyed. She felt disrespected. She felt like she was speaking and Tisha was being disrespectful by purposefully ignoring her. She also felt like Tisha was blaming her for something that she did not do. I get it. She was frustrated, and in the moment she just did what she did, but she was wrong, right? However, however, how Marsaw and Tisha decided to deal with the conversation surrounding whether or not Keke was on drugs, it's given. Melody did not tell us one lie when she said when the Scots told her about Keke's addiction initially, they were laughing and making jokes, because that's exactly what Marsaw did tonight in this episode. And the reason it was triggering for me is because I had a family member who was addicted to very hard drugs. He also had some mental health issues, and he was unalived because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And people in that place did not know how to handle someone who had mental health issues and was also abusing substances. And so he was unalived. And my family, I was young at the time. I was in high school when he passed away. And I don't remember not one time anyone in my family, no matter how angry we were, no matter how annoyed we were, no matter how disappointed we were in his choices, I don't recall not one time anyone in my family making light of the fact that he had an addiction, because we understood that that was not something that he could control on his own. Keke did not go searching to be addicted. She was prescribed these medications like so many people who are addicted to opioids right now. They were prescribed the medication that they became addicted to. And their doctors didn't warn them of the risk. And I personally don't believe that Keke is struggling with any form of addiction when that scene was shot or right now. But they want to make her out to be that. And it was not okay. You don't have to give her grace because you're upset that she splashed a drink in your face or in your wife's face. You don't have to give her grace because you felt like she was walking around talking about your marriage and spreading rumors. You don't have to give her grace for that. But you can, on this national platform, that you guys have an international platform, because I'm sure there are people across the globe who's watching Love and Marriage Huntsville who are struggling with addiction, or those who have family members who are struggling with addiction. And for Kimmy, a healthcare professional, to sit and make the statements that she is making regarding why she feels like Keke is probably still on painkillers or still using, I think was very irresponsible. Because that is not how you know if somebody is still on drugs. Because if that's the case, when Destiny got up and wanted to fight Stormy, I guess that would mean she was on substances, right? Or when Tisha was on the reunion stage during, what was it, season 4, and she was like, well, I wasn't being I wasn't trying to be rude, but if you're ready, let's go. And she was ready to go tit for tat with Melody. Or she acted like she wanted to fight Melody at the Galentine. I guess by Kimmy's standard, that would mean that Tisha is on drugs. Or any person who gets into a physical altercation because they're upset, because they're annoyed, because they feel disrespected, I guess we should conclude that they too are using based on what they just said on that show. It was irresponsible. And I am glad that Keke's other cousin was there to say, this isn't okay. And I'm glad that Stormy was there to say that even if the truth is that Keke is using, she still deserves some dignity. Marshawn was too happy to let the world know that on several occasions he was driving around looking for Keke and picking her up on the side of the road. I don't know if I believe that. Maybe that's true. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't believe that. Keke has been very forthcoming with her struggles, and she's never said that was ever the case. Maybe she doesn't remember. I don't know. I really don't think it got that bad, but let's say it did. He was too happy to state that for the record on camera. He was too giddy, and Tisha was too giddy when she was like, oh, you said that, and was laughing. I really am starting to dislike this show because serious topics, like how a man is supposed to be treating his wife as she is dealing with surviving cancer, and now how we deal with our family members when we believe that they are still struggling with addiction. The way this show is dealing with these very serious topics is so irresponsible to me. And I hope that when they went down to that reunion, Keke put everybody in check. I hope she did. And since they want to air her out so badly, I hope she aired everything out about their marriage as well. So that's my quick rant. Thank you all for tuning in. As I said, this episode, well, that scene in particular, it gave Melody did not lie to us when she said that Marsha was laughing and joking when they first told the then Holds about Keke's drug addiction. That's what this scene gave. It showed us exactly how Marsha was probably behaving when he was telling the Holds that Keke had substance abuse issues. All right, y'all. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I am new to these YouTube streets. Every like, every share, every subscription puts me up there in the algorithm. Please leave a comment so I can know how you see things as well. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, walk good and take care. Bye.